Welcome to TechBrothersIT. In this video, we will get familiar with the Getting Start window and different menus or options in a report builder. First of all, we will learn how to open report builder in Windows, or we can open report builder in a report manager. I will show you from both. I have installed the report server 2014 as well as 2016, so I will show you from both of them. Next, we are gonna understand different tabs and take a detailed look on each of the option. We'll understand the report data tab, we'll understand file, home, insert, view, and different other menus, and then we will go to the options and learn how to enable show the getting start dialog box at startup or other options as well. So let me open the report builder first by using in the window. So click here, go to search and type report builder. So once you type it, it will open or show you the report builder, whatever is installed on your machine. I have a report builder 3.0 installed, and if you guys don't know how to do it, you can watch my previous video, and I have done that part as well. So this is called the getting started window. Now here you will see different tabs. So first of all, we see new report, and if we click here, then on the right side it is giving us multiple options. It is giving us option to create a table or matrix report by using a wizard. We can create a chart report by using the chart wizard. We can create the map reports by using the map wizard, or we can start with the blank report, and then whatever we want to add, we can add to add that to report. Now the next tab is new data set. This will if I click here, it gives us option to create a shared data set. So shared data set is a data set return or results returned by your query, and those can be used in multiple reports. So if you see something like that, okay, result set of this query can be used for multiple reports, you can go ahead and create a shared data set. And next one is open. So if we click on the open, it's going to give us option, okay, you want to open what? So recent sites and servers. So we can go to the report server, but if we are connected, if we are not connected, we can connect. So if I click here, it is going to connect, and then we can select the data sources. We here we don't have really any data source. Let me go back and let's find out the SSRS training. We have reports, we can open the report. So if we open the report, it will open a report. So you can see that it is opening a report. You can do multiple things, but as a part of that, getting start window is gone. Now if I would like to bring that getting start window, I can't really do it from here. So the other option I have it, I can go here and then say new. If I will say new, it will open kind of the same thing, but it does not have that open and recent options or the tabs right here. Rest of the tabs we have new report, new data set, we have it here, but we don't have those open and recently open. But we don't have to worry about that part. We can always go here and we have open and we have recent document already here. So from here we can do that. So that's one way. And also while we were opening the report, it did got connected with the report server. So you can see that here we can disconnect this one. So now let me close from here, and then I'm going to go to the report manager and show you the same thing from a report manager, and then we will also go ahead in the details of these tab from there. So let me close this. Let's go to the report manager, and as you can see, I have reports underscore SQL 2014. So this is connected to the report server 2014, and the other one is connected to the report server, that's SQL 2016. So I have both of the versions installed, and here I can go to the 2014 and start a report builder. So it's going to open report builder. You can see that Microsoft SQL Server 2014 report builder. Now it has shown me the starting window, getting start window, the same what we have talked about that. And here we can say that if we don't like this getting start dialog or windows, we can always click here and say don't show this dialog box at startup. So we can remove that one. So let's say we did it and then we closed it. The setting is saved now, and let me open the same thing in the SQL Server 2016 reporting services. So if I hit a report builder, this is the first time I'm opening after installing the SQL Server 2016. So if you see that it is asking, okay, do you want to run this application? So it want to download and run it. Okay, fine with me. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. So this is only going to happen the first time. Once it's done, the next time it will not ask us download a report builder. So it's very small application. It will be done real quick. So if you are opening a report builder from a report manager, first time you have to download and run it. And now you will see report builder will open. We see that right here, SQL Server 2016 CTP2 and report builder. So we are opening the other one. As of now, I have two report builders open. One is in 2014 and the other one in 2016. So if you see them right next to each other, there are not much difference. So the getting start window is the same. We have a report, we have a new data set, we have open and recent. So that's the same thing what we have seen in other 2014. So it is pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to close this dialog box for now, and let's take a small look on these tabs. As we can see here, we have run, we have a view, clipboard, font and all things here. If you click on any of let's say we click on the text box, we insert a text box here, and then we click here, these will be highlighted. Then you can use them. And if you uncheck that part, you don't select that or unselect that, then they will be grayed out. So once you select the text box or table or matrix or whatever you select, then you will be able to write the text. You can bold them, italic them, whatever you like, you can do it. So here we can do different things and put in center. If we want to change the color, we have options. So we have pretty much everything what we had in SSRS SQL Server data tools. So we can all format our report as we like. The same thing here we have in the 2014. If you see here, we do not have a file right here, but in 2016 we have file, home, insert and view. So there is a small difference, but in 2014 you see this ribbon on top, but in 2016 you have a file tab here. So that's the difference, but they are pretty much the same. If you click here, you see new, open, save and save as, publish report parts and check for updates, and we have option and option and exit report builder if you want, we would like from here. And if I'm on 2016, it's not much difference. We don't have that ribbon on top. We have save here. We can save the report from here, and then on the file tab we have same thing. We have new, open, save as well, save as and publish report and updates, options and everything same. So it is I will say 100% same, just this ribbon part is a little different as of now that we notice. Rest of that we can further look into different options later and see if there is any different feature we find later on, but right now everything looks the same. Now let's make this one a little big. So 2016 or doesn't matter as long as they look the same. So we are going to walk through each of them. So the first thing we can go ahead and create a new report if we would like. So do you want to save changes? No. And once we click on the file and go to new, or we click on the ribbon, let me cancel this out actually so we can do the parallel thing here. Let me make this one small and this one small as well, so you can see the things side by side. Sorry. So we have, this is 2016 with the black, and this is 2014. So now we can see both of them here, right? Here we have ribbon. Let's say if I would like to go back to the new, I can click on the file and say new, and it say okay, I don't want to save this one, and it will open a new report or data set wizard for me, or a window for me. So we have the same new report, we have new data set, we have we can use the wizard to create different type of report. We can create a blank report. So we have those options. Let me create a blank report here. The same thing in 2014, I will be clicking on this ribbon or this round button here and say new, and then it will show me new report or data set. I can select anything. I'm going to select a blank report as well on this side. Now the next part, if you see here, we have run. If we would like to run our report, and right now I don't have anything, and I can't really see the data or anything, but this will run anyways. So it is showing us the okay report runtime. So I can go back to design, and the next part, what you see here, we can go to file, we can open. So we can open the reports, so we can connect to the report servers, and we can go to the desktop, we can go to my documents, my computer and all that, and we can open any RDL. So if you have saved reports somewhere on a report server, or you have saved the reports on your local machine, you can open them and make modification. You can deploy from here if you have permission on the report server to publish your reports. On the other end, if in the ribbon, the same thing we have here, we can open a new report, and we have already opened, and then we have run and all those kind of things here. Let's go to the next page, file. So we looked everything here, and I'm gonna go to the home now, and in the home we see this part, and the same thing in the home we have a run. So we can execute our report and preview our report, and we have different fonts and everything, paragraph, border, number, the same thing we have in 2016. Next we have insert, and insert gives us option to insert different things, such as table, matrix, list, chart, different type of charts, indicator, text box, and different things. So you can right click here and say insert, or you can select from the insert tab from here. So yeah, it's your choice. So let's say if I insert here, let me get a table if I would like. So it is asking table wizard or insert table. So it's my choice. Now I can go ahead and select the table fields I like, options, so I can define everything. Or if I'm getting from the query, I have to provide a shared data set, or have a data set embedded in my report, have to provide the data source, and then I can create that table. So this is how I can do it. If I don't do it, still it will create empty table. So the same thing in 2014, if I select insert table, so it asks you okay, you provide that shared data set or embed in that one. In my case, let's say if I have already in this case in 2014 I have some data set or data sources set up on that server. I can select some of them and choose from there. So let's say in this case we have data sources sales, we can select, hit OK, and all that. We are going to go through and create all those reports, just don't worry about that part. So but the thing is, we can select anything what we like from insert. So these are different items available for us, or we can right click and then go to insert and select from there. So they are the same things. The last one is view. Here we have report data. So report data is if you see this one, this window is called report data. So you have built-in fields. So you have execute time, you have a page number, total page numbers, and all those. You have page name here, and the total page is here. You have a report URL, report name, folder, and all that information. You can use these fields in your report. And then you have parameters, images, data sources, and data sets. This is pretty much the same things what we had in SSDT, SQL Server Data Tools. So no difference, but here it was called report data as well. There you can click here and go to data source, click on data source and create a data source or use in the report, and you can right click here and do the same thing, add data source. no difference. So you can go from new, or you can right click and create the new one from here. The same thing in 2016, no difference. We have the same thing here for the report data tab. So not much difference. Next, if you see or take a notice here, we have row groups here and column groups, and that can be done if I go to view. The same thing in 2016 or 2014, doesn't matter. And I have a report data. If I would like to hide that report data window or tab, I can bring it back by in the view. So I can make some more space if I don't like this one here, and I'm done with the working. And same thing, grouping. If you see row groups and column group, if I don't like them and I don't want them after developing my report, I can hide them or unhide them. And the ruler, so you have ruler as well. So if you right here on the top you have it, and on the left you have it, the ruler, you can remove it or have it, your choice. And the properties, remember in SSDT SQL Server Data Tools, we were pressing F4, and in this case, let's say if I press F4, what happened? Nothing is happening now. So even in the old 2014 or 2016, nothing is happening by pressing F4. So we are used to like, okay, we hit anything and then press F4, that take us to the property. But here you will not use F4 to get to the properties. You have to right click, say Tablex properties, and that's how you will get there. Or let's say you select anything and then go to the properties. In the view you have properties, and click here, that will start showing you the properties. So let's say if I have a text box right here, and insert text box, now I would like to see the properties window, and you can see right here. So I had to make it a little big because it was hiding. And the same thing, if you have TableX or anything other, you insert a table or matrix or rectangle. Let's say we insert a matrix here. Okay, let me see if it will let us do it without the data source. Okay, so we got the data source here, and now if I would like to see the properties of this one, I have to first let's say if I remove it, now if I click here on the properties, it will show me all those properties. So that's how you will go to the properties. There is no F4 part in the report builder. Now we are pretty much done with these tabs. The last thing I would like to go to the options, and then we will exit. If you go to file and then go to option, you will see those options. So here you can set, okay, which report server, native mode or SharePoint report server site you would like to use. So you can provide the URL here for report server, and then it will use that one. Publish report part to this folder, so you can provide the path of or the name of the folder where you want to publish your report parts. So show updates to publish report parts in my reports. So you can uncheck if you don't like it. Show the getting started dialog box at startup. If you don't like it, you can uncheck, or if you want it, you can check it back. So your choice. And now show this number of recent sites and servers. So if you are connected with multiple server different times, you would not like to see all of them. You can change it. You can maybe have 5 of them and say, okay, show me last 5 recent, show this number of recent shared data set and data sources in connection 10. If you would like to change to 5 or 6, you can change it. Show this number of recent documents. So it is also important if you like to see only 5 or 10, whatever works best for you, or if you would like to clear all items, you can do that. So it is your choice, whatever works best for you, and everybody has its own choices. They can set these things and then just hit OK, and that will save the changes. And here you have resources, visit the reporting services forums, and investigate Microsoft Business Intelligence. So you can have some help, and you can click from here and go to forums and get that help. So go to setting, hit OK. The same thing is true for 2016, no difference. Sorry, I was in 2016 actually. So if you go to the 2014 options, they are the same options. So there isn't any difference here in 2016 or 2014. So last thing what we have here, you go to file and then click here and say exit report builder. Once you do it, it will ask you if you want to make changes to the report what you are you had been working on. So if you don't want to make changes, fine, you say no, otherwise you save it, and it will ask you like where you want to save it, on the report server or your local machine or desktop or my computer, my documents, and all those kind of different locations. So that's pretty much it for this video. Here one more button we have is undo and do. Sorry, undo and redo. So if you like delete something and let's say we delete this one, and now if we will hit this button, it will bring it back. If we don't want to have it again, so we can redo. So that's also available here in 2014. So this blue is the 2014, black is the 2016, and small changes, very small changes I see that right now, but maybe when we will go in detail, we might see more features added to the 2016. The same way you can connect and disconnect from here. If you don't like to connect with this 2016, you have different report server you want to work on, you can disconnect from here and hit connect and provide different report server name. The same way we have in 2014, you can disconnect and connect to any server what you like. So your choice. If you are working or have multiple servers in your environment, you can connect to any environment, work on it, save it, and then connect to different. You don't have to close and reopen your report builder. So thanks very much for watching this video, and I'm going to go ahead in the next video and start creating reports from the wizard. A few reports I will create from the wizard, and then I will start creating reports from the blank. Thanks very much once again, and I will see you guys in the next video.